Young man, I know what I want. I respect myself by, doing the things that's right. People might say I'm young, but for me, I don't see having a whole heap of girls and stuff. I have sisters. I don't want to hurt any girls. I don't want anyone to hurt my sisters. I'm not perfect. So I just try to do what's right to respect myself. I'm Johan Blake, the Beast, encouraging you to live up, love, protect, and respect yourself.
Live up, shout, live up, shout.
We started in 2002. This year, 2012, we celebrate 10 years of TV programs for children by children. 10 years of fun, learning and travel. A Caribbean program for Caribbean children. Kidiko.com. Saturdays at 11:30 a.m. on DBS.
To you by Lime. Lime for living every day.
Tonight, more denials about a reported deal between the Prime Minister and the former Foreign Minister to withdraw a court challenge to the election results. Forestry officials investigating reports of a possible snake bite in a bubbling commercial section of the capital. Sandals extending on its real estate throughout the region, this time to educate its workers. And Aussies predicting a major turnaround in the fortunes of the West Indies cricket team. Good evening. It is Monday, the 26th of March, 2012, and this is the DBS News World with me, Onel Sanford Bell. Thank you so much for joining us. Tonight we begin with news that the island's Prime Minister has denied any deal being struck between the government and the former Foreign Affairs Minister. Reports have been circulating that the Prime Minister would sponsor a United States visa for Rufus Bousquet if the former Choiseul MP agreed to withdraw his challenge of the 2011 election results in that constituency. DBS's Jason Hollandseed begins her news coverage tonight with this report.
Rufus Bousquet has indicated that he is no longer interested in challenging the results of the 2011 general election in the Choiseul constituency via an election petition. Reports that the former Choiseul MP did not appear in court after reaching an agreement with SLP leader Dr. Kenny Anthony. We spoke with Mr. Bousquet via telephone, but he declined to comment on the matter, offering neither confirmation nor denial about the allegations. Whilst the controversy continues, many have been tight-lipped about the allegations. The country's Prime Minister has denied the allegations outright.
There's absolutely no truth to that. Absolutely none. I have no idea where that came from. I've never spoken to Rufus Bousquet.
Last week, a UWP leader, Stephenson King, also denied having knowledge of such a development.
I cannot attest to this. You should ask Mr. Bousquet that question.
So you have no knowledge of it?
I have no knowledge of it and I cannot attest to it. You should ask Mr. Bousquet and he should be able to explain why he has no interest in politics anymore.
Dr. Anthony says he have not spoken with Mr. Rufus Bousquet since the general elections.
I don't know his personal business. I don't know his personal business. I wouldn't know whether he holds a visa to go to the United States. That's a matter between him and the U.S. Embassy.
Prime Minister Anthony says he has no idea where the rumor started, but in his words, such rumors will germinate from time to time. For the DBS News World, Jason Hollandseed reporting.
A fire last weekend could have caused a major disaster in the city were it not for the action of a security guard and the response from the fire service. The fire occurred Saturday evening at the Castries Craft Market. DBS's Cecil Actil reports.
Firefighters were able to extinguish a fire that almost spelled a disaster for a section of the city. The fire began at the Castries Craft Market in the wee hours of Saturday morning. A security guard who was on location managed to quench the blaze. However, hours later, the fire, which was believed to have been put out, started again.
It just started like water had to be good and taken from the sea there to out it. We tried to take out one, two brooms, more things to the other booth that close to it, because if we do that, everything will burn. And I don't know how it managed to catch a fire, but like it catch a fire and everything burned.
The St Lucia Fire Service responded to the call shortly after 10 Saturday night and was able to extinguish the blaze. The fire service was also praised for a job well done.
The fire was getting so high. It was getting so high, it actually, when it, like the fire hit it on it, it actually sending pieces of wall all down there. So that, you know, you couldn't stay in the smell of it, like it choking you. You couldn't stay in that kind of smell.
Today, market vendors who do not operate on the weekend were assessing their losses from the Saturday's fire. Reporting for the DBS News World, I am Cecil Actil.
From that report, now on to Street Vibes. Tonight, the people speak on the allegations made by the Fire Service Association in relation to their chief.
I think he's pushing a little too much. You need to give them the time to work on what they have to do.
Well, I think if it's in the hands of the government, I think we should give it a chance to see, you know, let them investigate a little more. I mean, you hear people say things and you're not sure. So it's not good to you know, just over-exaggerate on the situation. I think you should wait until the government does a proper investigation. I mean, there's nothing anybody can do right now, but I think they should look into it a little more before anybody makes any accusations or anything like that.
There is always two sides of a story, you know. I think before you can make any comment, we should hear from the chief first, you know, and then based on what comment that the chief made on the allegation, then you can probably come up with a solution, you know.
And that was Street Vibes on St Lucia's News Leader. In more news, the Ministry of Infrastructure is making its mark literally. A number of road repair projects, including road marking exercises, are now on the way. Roads that have not been repaired for years are also seeing money pumped into them, including the Pave Road. Alex Bousquet reports on the work on that section of the road that can be used as a major gateway to the south.
3 sections of the Pave Road are being rehabilitated: Rock Hall to Maynard Hill to Pave, and Rock Hall to the Morn. Pavement strengthening, milling and asphalt overlays are being undertaken by the road construction crew as the time frame for the completion of work is midweek, according to authorities.
We have done the section of Rock Hall going all the way back to that intersection that goes up to the Morn. So we have done that part. We have completed that part. Now we are doing the part with that starts by Western Union, goes up the Pave Hill, going back to the Maynard Hill intersection. So we're working on that area right now. Weather permitting, we expect to complete that section of the road between this week and next week. Okay, once the weather is okay, we expect to have that section paved, hopefully by mid next week.
According to Ms. Augustine, residents of this area will have to use the Rock Hall section or from the top of the Morn. Since the road is now so narrow, the authorities were forced to restrict access to residents and emergency vehicles. The project coordinator says some residents may be uncomfortable with the constant vibration during the operation, but she says the inconvenience is necessary.
Vibration in construction, in road construction, is critical to getting that compacted layer. It's critical because this is what would basically determine how strong, you know, the road will be. So whilst we want no inconveniences, but we need to have that force, that that compaction, at the level of compaction that will pass the test results, so that the guys can go on to doing the final surfacing of the road.
One Pave resident expresses his pleasure with the work being undertaken by the Ministry of Infrastructure.
Well, I love to see what's going on right now in the area with that road that's going on there. That's for so long, we see our road was already neglected. But through the new government, with Mr. Philip JP that just come in, without getting the 1 million every year, he's showing what he could do by himself, and I respect that.
The Pave Road has been in a state of disrepair for years, but it provides a useful alternative route to the Mon. For the DBS News World, Alex Puske reporting.
Visiting Australians have hailed the West Indies cricket team led by its captain St Lucian Darren Sammy. The Aussies, who came in for the cricket matches and are also holidaying in the north of the island, believe the West Indies team will bounce back to the top of their game. DBS's Jason Hollandseed has more.
The two one-day international matches hosted here provided quite the entertainment. With loads of supporters for both the West Indies and Australian cricket teams, it was all pandemonium. Even visiting Australians from the Australian Sports Tour team are of the view that the West Indies team will be back at the top.
Cricket around the world is going very well. What I've seen in the last two matches, the West Indies, I believe, are definitely on the improve, and I think they'll keep improving as long as they don't lose their players to the IPL. The West Indies side were very good. In the second game yesterday, the Australians played very well, but the West Indies fought back magnificently, mainly through Sammy, and very enjoyable, crowd excellent.
The members of the Australian Sports Tour team think there will always be improvements, but say the team is losing its good players to the Indian Premier League.
In both games, West Indies were on top, and then we seemed to come back, and then we were on top in the second game when we got a couple of wickets, and then they fought back very well, and it went close, and they made it good matches. You're going to lose some of your good players that won't be here to play Test because they're going over there to play in that. So can you blame them for the money that's being offered? It's huge.
The Australian Sports Tour team members say they will now chill and continue to enjoy their stay here at the Bay Gardens Beach Resort. For the DBS News World, Jason Hollandseed reporting.
You're watching St Lucia's News Leader and listening to us on Rhythm FM 95.5. Still to come in the DBS News World, fears that venomous creatures may be lurking near an area traversed by many St Lucians. Police welfare associations in the region coming together to tackle similar challenges, and sandals making a splash in education. We'll tell you about that and more following this break on the DBS News World. Please stay with us.
You like to talk, right? Right? Talk all you want in March with Talk 24. Sign up for a Talk 24 weekly plan to enjoy unlimited calls to local line numbers for 7 days. And you could win an Apple iPad or a Samsung Galaxy S. Text DK7 to 145 to activate. Plus, buy a Samsung E1086 for only $89 and get 24 hours of unlimited calling free. Talk for free. Talk 24. Mad. Live. For living every day. Lime terms and conditions apply.
Grown with the timeless energy of the Caribbean sun. Over hundreds of years of refined quality. Slowly aged in oak barrels.
Take it slow.
You can't rush Chairman's.
You can't rush Chairman's.
Enjoy Chairman's responsibly.
It's celebration time at Quartz, and for 1 week only. Buy one and get one 50% off everything in the store when you purchase on credit 24 months and over. That's right. Shop now and purchase any item, and you get the second item of equal or lesser cash value at 50% off. But hurry, this offer is for 1 week only. It's the Quartz Customer Celebration, just for you. You don't want to miss it. Quartz, bringing value home.
For all the dreamers and gentle nudgers who know that education is the key, Bank of St Lucia offers you EduStart. EduStart allows you to save now for a child's education, no matter your income or family relationship. You can even save for your own education. Call or visit us today. Stop dreaming and start planning with EduStart from Bank of St Lucia. All the bank you need.
Imagine if everyone you met helped make your day a little easier. Imagine if they understood your need for efficiency and good service. Imagine if they were a strong, unified team working with you. At Super J, we imagine these things should be a reality. We are constantly working to improve our staff skills to serve you better every day. Super J, we're making it better every day.
Koji bien ça sorti.
Gassa, I'm the early bird. I just come from shopping in Matnik.
You have money for that?
With Wave Riders early bird special, if you book 1 week in advance, you only pay $2.95 EC for shop hop. That includes tax, insurance, everything. But if you wait until the last minute, you pay more.
So what you buy there?
Things for the house, clothes, and I buy enough yogurt there.
Yes, yeah. And you bring all that with you?
On Matnik shop hop, once you can carry it on board, you can bring it.
And when that trip going?
The first Saturday of the month and local holidays. But you have to book and pay 1 week in advance to get a good price. Oi! Where you going in such a hurry?
You feel it's you alone that is the early bird? I gonna buy my ticket now to get the early bird special.
The next shop hop is April 7th.
How do you turn $2 into $5,000?
At UC, we want to say thank you for supporting us in 2011. So let's start the new year right with a massive 50% sale on everything store-wide. That's right, 50% off our best handbags, tops, skirts, women's polos, shorts, capris, long and short jeans, stretch jeans, dresses, ladies' work clothes. Everything in sight is cut in half. Come, see for yourself the big 50% sale only at UC.
Brother Glacia, vous voulez dire moi gros bouteille ça fit dedans là? Et même si fit la pas ni lait pour rien.
Cox, I don't have a choice. I tried to fit it in.
Yes, you do. Crystal clear, 2 liter value pack water. Plus passe un gallon glo.
Crystal clear, 2 liter value pack water, more than 1 gallon of water.
That's right. Glo ani bon goût. Yo ka fait ici à par Doubles Bottling Company Limited. Et puis on y a d'un bon prix.
Which means the money will stay here and it will help the local economy.
Eh ben that's right, Glacia. Support your own. Crystal clear 2 liter value pack water.
Eh ben Cox, nous besoin un plus gros fridge pour nous mettre plus d'eau.
We need a bigger fridge, Glacia. Ou quoi moi qui ni plus l'argent, Glacia, if you are my cross, I will carry you.
Crystal Clear 2 liter value pack, available at retail outlets island-wide.
Life is full of possibilities, just waiting to be discovered. At Scotiabank, we believe in possibilities. For over 100 years, our customers have looked to us to help them uncover what's possible in life, in their finances, and in their future. Because when you believe that anything is possible, anything is. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
For over 20 years, the Star Publishing Company has made its name on quality and consistency, and today we're expanding on that legacy. Innovators in print, from digital to offset to large format, the highest quality full-color printing found anywhere on any medium. From 1 to 100,000 copies, no job is too big or too small. Business cards, brochures, banners, posters and signs, magazines, loyalty cards, security keys, event wristbands, photo books of special events like weddings and graduations, your own personalized stationery. Will even print and address your entire party list. Star Publishing, we're not a copy center, we're a printing plant from digital to offset, the same great quality you've come to expect, all under one roof. We make your choice simple. It's the Star. We're just better than the rest.
We started in 2002. This year, 2012, we celebrate 10 years of TV programs for children by children. 10 years of fun, learning and travel. A Caribbean program for Caribbean children. Kidiko.com. Saturdays at 11:30 a.m. on DBS.
Nobody chooses the situation in which we're born. But what we choose to do with our lives is very important. Yes, you want a Gucci bag, but you don't need a guy to get it. You can go work for it the honest way. We never need a man to validate who we are. When you make your own calls and you do your own thing, it makes you an independent woman. My name is Shelley and Fraser Price. Love, protect, respect, live up.
Live up, shout, live up, shout.
So Josh, how was school today?
Well, pretty cool. The guidance counselor came and talked to us about sexual abuse.
What? Aren't they too young to be learning about that in school?
Not at all. It's important that we teach them what is appropriate and inappropriate touching.
You're right. You must always tell us if anybody says or does anything to either of you that makes you feel uncomfortable, okay?
It is never too early to talk to your children about sexual abuse. Make the right choice today.
I have the right to the best help possible and to medical care and to information that will help me to stay well. I have the right to a good enough standard of living. This means I should have food, clothes, and a place to live.
I have the right to education. I have the right to be protected from dangerous drugs.
I have the right to help if I have been hurt, neglected, or badly treated. I have the right to be protected from sexual abuse.
I have the right to protection from any other kind of exploitation.
Everyone under 18 has all these rights. Know your rights.
Stop there. That's every day you passing by my stand room. Let me give you a soft drink and a chicken to give you energy.
Risky. I am a diabetic. I must keep fit. I cannot eat these things, Gassa. I can get complications.
Gassa, that's a big word. What do you mean by that?
If I exercise and eat healthy, I can lose my fingers, toes, even get impotent.
Impotent? What?
You change, Gassa, to become Mr. Sophie.
What? Diet boy? That dangerous? But I people let's be born with that.
Anybody can get diabetes, even if you are born with it. Chinese man, white man, baby, auntie can get it. They have different types. Type 1, you born with that. You can't avoid it. Type 2, if you eat unhealthily, like fast foods and not exercising, you get it too. You know, every 10 seconds, somebody dies with diabetes.
You mean to tell me as we talking there, somebody died with diabetes already?
Yeah, man.
What to do? I want to get that. I have a girlfriend. I change it from today. No more fast food for me. I'm losing food, toes, impotent. Not me, guys.
Thanks for staying with the DBS News World. In more news, an investigation has been launched by the Forestry Department after a report of an alleged snake bite. This morning, authorities from the Wildlife Department went to visit a patient at Victoria Hospital who was being treated for a venomous bite. The patient has been discharged from hospital since, and DBS's Cecil Actil reports.
The incident took place near Shock, close to the commercial area there. Stacey Jamari says she was walking in the area after leaving the movies when she felt a sting near her ankle. Miss Jamari says she never saw what bit her. However, when she got home, she treated the bite with rubbing alcohol. However, a short while after, the pain became unbearable.
I eventually went to the hospital. When I got to the hospital, the doctor on duty actually showed me that there were 2 holes and they were consistent with a snake bite. And from there they treated me as a patient who had a snake bite. gave me anti-venom and whatnot.
Ms. Jamari says the swelling has gone down. However, she says she will have some difficulty walking for a few days. She says a representative from the Forestry Department visited her at hospital. Forestry officials say they have not concluded that it was in fact a snake bite. However, they say they will investigate the incident.
In a situation like this, we would go out to the area and conduct, a search of the area, because it would be a normal approach, to something of that sort. So go out and search and to see if we come up, with anything.
In the meantime, forestry authorities are conducting a search of the area. Reporting for the DBS News World, I am Cecil Actil.
The University of the West Indies Open Campus on the Mon has received a $50,000 donation for the Patricia Ismond Scholarship Fund. Patricia Ismond was a long-serving lecturer at the University of the West Indies and was also regarded as a leading authority on the work of Derek Walcott. The donation, received by Vice-Chancellor Professor E. Nigel Harris, was made at a special ceremony last Saturday.
That will go into an endowment fund for a scholarship for a St Lucian student in literature or the arts, and it will enable that student to get a scholarship to come to the University of the West Indies. The University of the West Indies has an endowment fund. They invite persons to give, and what happens is that money is kept, but one uses the interest to actually provide support. So this would be something that will go on for many years to come.
Professor Harris says the gesture was very significant, as not many Caribbean people have come forward to make contributions towards the institution's endowment fund. The donation was made by Patricia Ismond's sister.
Very pleased. I've been trying to do that since my sister's death. It has taken a little bit of time, but I'm glad it's come to fruition now. It's always, in Pat's memory, I want to do this. It's always good to give back. My sister did all her schoolwork and all universities on an island scholarship first, and then with a Commonwealth scholarship.
Ms. Ismond says she's delighted to have taken that approach. A major education project will provide high-level education and training for Sandals employees in the 4 islands that the all-inclusive resort operates. The first of its kind in the Caribbean, the Sandals Corporate University will certify staff members with formal academic qualifications. The courses are designed to meet internationally accredited standards. DBS's Jason Hollenseed was in Jamaica for the launch and reports on the Sandals Corporate University initiative.
The programs will be done in partnership with internationally recognized universities, and the courses will range from basic hospitality training to professional certifications. The program will offer associate, bachelor, master's and doctoral degrees. The Sandals Resort chairman Gordon Booth Stewart says the aim is to eliminate huge obstacles to providing and advancing education and training on the job,
such as logistics, financial considerations, and time constraints. The idea is to make it easy for a team member to upgrade skills and qualifications for self-development and professional development.
The corporate university was given the nod and thumbs up by the Prime Ministers, in which the resort chain operates.
The program of this training institution will prepare Caribbean people in the hospitality industry and help them attain higher levels of competence.
What has been happening with the Sandals Group is that it has created a Caribbean brand of hospitality which is unique.
We are fully supportive of this initiative, Butch. We will give you every support we can. We thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
The main address was delivered by St Lucia's Prime Minister, Dr. Kenny Anthony, who believes that Caribbean people own the hospitality industry, but education must play its role.
West Indians have an extraordinary faith and respect for education. For many, education is not only vital to securing employment opportunities, but necessary for social mobility. Education provides an opportunity to escape from grinding poverty, destitution, and hopelessness. No government worth its salt, therefore, would ignore the necessity and the need to invest in education.
There will be 20 campuses on each resort property. The project is estimated at $5 million. For the DBS News World, Jason Hollandseed reporting.
Police welfare associations from across the Caribbean are coming together so they can tackle similar problems under one umbrella. A ceremony to open the conference of the Caribbean Police Welfare Association was convened today at the Pastoral Center. DBS's Don Nicholas has more.
The objective of the formation of the Caribbean Police Welfare Association is to bring all police welfare organizations under one umbrella. As unity is strength, the organization will be empowered to deal with the similar challenges they face. The local welfare association has a number of issues with which it is grappling, one of them relating to the Compensation Act, which speaks to various allowances for officers. Officials say the formation of a Caribbean body has been in the pipeline for some time now. Right now, authorities say it is in the formative stage.
It's going to be working on the constitution, the funding of the secretariat, and where the secretariat is going to be located, and all these other issues that we need to get the secretariat running and the organization, well, to give the organization teeth, if you could say that.
The conference brought together several high-level delegates, both local and regional. By the time the conference is over, authorities expect that, among other things, the constitution would be prepared and a location for the secretariat identified.
We would have selected an executive body, because right now we only have an interim body. So by Thursday we should have all these things, the financial plan for the organization, the constitution, an executive, a working executive.
The secretariat is expected to be up and running by May. For the DBS News World, I am Don Nicholas reporting.
When the DBS News World continues in this joint transmission with Rhythm FM 95.5, the Kiwani's taking its social responsibility seriously, and fat dogs given more reasons to be lazy. That's our lighter side. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Easter at TJ's Ultramat is more than bunnies and eggs.
It's a mackerel, saltfish, yellow yam, cram provision,
and all foods that make your Easter holidays memorable.
Remember to use your Super J card for even more savings and points.
So come on down to TJ's Ultramat for all your Easter shopping.
We're waiting for you.
This Easter, make TJ's Ultramat your one-stop shop at all locations: Soufre, Corinth, Miku Street, Marsha, Manuel Street, and corner of Chisel and St Louis Streets in Castries.
Dreams, they're wonderful. They come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. Dreams are what drive us and make us who we are. But the most wonderful thing about a dream is to watch it take form. And at CIBC First Caribbean, that's what we do. Let's start a partnership today. CIBC First Caribbean. For more information about our products and services, give us a call today.
Come and live the music at St Lucia Jazz 2012. Celebrate 21 years of inspirational music artistry on the main stage at the Gaiety. Wednesday, May 9th, 7 p.m. Joshua Redmond and Ronald Boo Hinkson. Thursday, May 10th, 7 p.m. Mario Canage and Luther Francois at Pigeon Island. Friday, May 11th, 8 p.m. The Derrick Yard Project on Quayle, The Gypsy Kings and Ziggy Marley. Saturday, May 12th, 4 p.m. Alison Marquis Nonette with Andy Norrell, Kirk Franklin and Kerry Hilson. Sunday, May 13th, 2 p.m. Melanie Fiona, The West Bay Haiti Project featuring Sonny Troop and Joel Widmer, Jean Kaz and Richard Payne, and the grand finale with Hugh Masekela and Lionel Richie.
Live the music at St Lucia Jazz 21st anniversary.
Live the music at St Lucia Jazz, April 30th to May 13th. Brought to you by the St Lucia Tourist Board with platinum sponsor Digicel.
In the mood for a sumptuous meal? Big Chef Steakhouse Lounge, Bar and Grill, the original great steakhouse. Succulent steaks, savory seafoods and baby back ribs to die for. All our soups, salads and sauces are freshly made from scratch. Choose your cut, choose your size. We hand cut and trim all our steaks in-house. We have a generous selection of excellent cellared wines to complement your meal, whatever your preference. For reservations or takeaway, call 451-CHEF or 450-0210. Big Chef Steakhouse. Nothing fancy, just good food.
Only Digicel delivers free nights better. Simply dial *134#, follow the instructions, and you get free unlimited talk from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. on any local Digicel call for 7 days. Pay as little as $1 per night, and you can talk free to any local Digicel number all night long. Now that's bigger, better value. Free nights delivered every night only by Digicel. Digicel, the bigger, better network.
It's a new year, but it's back to basics at Access in Castries and the Baywalk Mall. At Kids and Baby Access, we carry playpens, strollers, walkers, car seats, high chairs, newborn clothing, kiddie sportswear and pajamas, and the latest trends for boys and girls, including boys' jeans, shirts, polos, flare three-quarter shorts, and fashion tops for girls. It's back to basics in 2012 at Access in Castries and the Baywalk Mall.
Stressing yourself trying to find parking on congested streets. The Castries car park is safe, stress-free, and most of all affordable. Our automated ticket service makes parking even easier. Just get your ticket at the gate and find your spot. Over 300 easily accessible secure parking spots available at affordable rates. $2 per hour, $15 daily, and $175 monthly. Relieve your parking stress. Use the Castries car park.
Uncle, I'm going scuba diving with Miguel tomorrow. I hear they have lionfish down there nowadays. The lionfish is new to our waters. It can be eaten and is delicious, but its spines are venomous. So divers, fishermen, swimmers, sea bathers must take special care. The lionfish can be eaten, but we need to contact the Department of Fisheries for safe cleaning techniques. The lionfish should always be handled with care, and it is best to use PVC gloves. Heather, do not throw the lionfish back in the water. If you get stung by a lionfish, immerse the infected area in hot water and seek medical attention. Maybe I'll be the first Lucian to see one. But don't be the first Lucian to get stung by one. No, uncle.
An accredited MBA or bachelor's degree is just one click away. Resource Development International offers a wide range of career advancing and internationally recognized degrees from leading universities in the UK. RDI provides support throughout the program with quality distance learning materials, virtual campus, and remote access to the university library. We also offer interest-free loans and competitive tuition fees. Visit us on the web at rdicaribbean.com. One click could change your life.
All I do is save, save, save when I shop at Hobby.
It's a super saver sale happening right now at Hobby, where they got the best in fashion for gentlemen and ladies. For the lowest prices and the best deals, check out the Hobby super saver sale.
Everybody save, save, save. It's a super saver sale, sale at Hobby.
The Hobby super saver sale, now on.
The St Lucia Athletics Association and the First National Bank St Lucia Limited have entered the partnership extending some 18 unbroken years. Without such collaboration with the bank, we could not have been able to achieve what we have attained today.
First National Bank has been a very strong supporter of the National Community Foundation. They have also, in the last 2 years, come on board the NCF in terms of a new initiative that we have, Kui Setli C.
There is at least one commercial institution who have seen and share the vision of the St. Lucia Blind Welfare Association, and that is the First National Bank.
Our relationship with First National Bank began in 2010, and it is with First National Bank support that we can continue to provide the early intervention that we have been doing for the last 13 years.
First National Bank, here for you.
Thanks for staying with St. Lucia's News Leader. I'm Onel Sanford Bell. In more news, a collaboration between the Kiwanis Club of Castries and the Do Something World organization will see the setting up of a new roof for the St. Helens Daycare Center located at George V Park in Castries. The organizations began the process earlier today, expressing major gratitude to corporate St. Lucia and the Caribbean Metals in particular, which provided the roof sheeting.
We decided that it was a very worthwhile project because of the children involved. The center caters for children who live in the Wilton Yard, Chaussee Road, Graveyard area. And because the parents there are not able to afford normal daycare charges, this center have over the years provided a service to them at minimal cost. So they really don't make a profit per se. And we thought they were fulfilling a very good need in the community to ensure that the parents of, especially those persons who are not as well off as some of us are able to get somewhere to put their children while they're sick, a leave and to take care of these children. So it was on that basis we decided to do the project.
So we're immensely grateful to them. We're grateful to Sunbuilt, to North American Assemblies, Dr. Friesel's Courts for providing transportation, Blue Waters who provided us with drinking water, a whole host of people, and I know I apologise to them. J.Q. Charles, thank you for your help, and everybody, PricewaterhouseCoopers who've contributed some funding. We're just immensely grateful to, as I say, the corporate sector and to lots of private citizens. We have a team here today from Andrew Laurent's construction company. They're giving their time freely to take off the roof.
The administrator of the facility expressed her gratitude. She says the roof had always been an issue and that several pleas were made for assistance.
We had sent out a few letters to various clubs and institutions, and Kiwanis immediately jumped aboard, and they were the only positive club. And Mr. Alexander immediately contacted me. They brought in professionals to evaluate what the project would entail and so on. And this is where we are today. They never negated on their promise.
Officials have estimated the value of the project at some 60,000 EC dollars. In our lighter side tonight, a warning about obesity in dogs has seen the design of the world's first dog stair lift. According to a shock report, 1 in 3 dogs of the 8.3 million canines in the United Kingdom are now obese. So a device that can transport the chubby pooches upstairs has been unveiled. Based on a conventional stair lift, the Stair of the Dog 2022 concept has been in development for 6 months and has a number of high-tech modifications that make it dog-friendly, as well as a comfy basket for pets to sit in during the stair elevation stage. It features an electronic retractable platform activated by a paw recognition button to take said dog from floor to basket level. The prototype has been created by More Pet Insurance, who warned that if obesity levels continue to rise at the current rate, over half of all pooches will be severely overweight, 52%, by 2022. And that's our lighter side tonight. When we come back, Brian Calix has our sports news.
There's fast. And there's Lime Fast. Lime Internet. Super fast internet. Better quality for much. Mega Plus package for $85. Mega Max for $155. Or Mega Extreme for $255. That's more speed for less. Plus, the new Lime Security Suite keeps the bad stuff out with parental control, antivirus protection, and more. Visit any Lime store today to feel the speed. Email, Google, surf, chat, tweet, poke, blog. There's fast. And there's Lime Fast. Lime for living every day.
It's celebration time at Quartz, and for 1 week only. Buy one and get one 50% off everything in the store when you purchase on credit 24 months and over. That's right. Shop now and purchase any item, and you get the second item of equal or lesser cash value at 50% off. But hurry, this offer is for 1 week only. It's the Quartz Customer Celebration, just for you. You don't want to miss it. Quartz, bringing value home.
Son, where you going? Is over there. We're going. What's the matter with you? But why are we there on the run job today? I am going to GL Food Market, where there are low prices every day. When was the last time you saw Grace evaporated milk? $2.95? And you could get it for that price every day? Once it is marked with a big orange circle. Your favorite tuna fish, $3.59. And you could get it for that same price tomorrow? Yes, once it's marked with a big orange circle. Check the price on the soup. And the price will be the same day after tomorrow? How many times must I tell you? Look for the big orange circle. Tutsano and go to jail.
Get everyday low prices on everyday items available every day.
Your holiday shopping just got easier. Get everything on your list and save with the new Scotiabank credit card at a low introductory rate of 9.99% for 6 months. Whether you want a card that offers you advantage miles, cashback, or convenience, we'll help you choose the perfect card. Enjoy the freedom of a new Scotiabank credit card at one of our best introductory rates ever. Apply at Scotiabank today. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
Want the best in eye care? Come to 2020 Optical, Lens Express and Bay Optical. Best selection on stylish and fashionable frames. Lightweight, flexible, rimless and plastic. Top designer brands. Transition, progressive and ultra thin lenses. Prescription sunglasses. State-of-the-art eye care technology. Digital retina imaging. 3D optic nerve and OCT eye scan for early diagnosis and treatment of blinding diseases like glaucoma and diabetes. So if you suffer from computer eye strain, headache, difficulty seeing, call us today at 2020 Optical, Lens Express, Monge Road Street, Castries. Telephone 450-2020 and Mega J. Now also open Bay Optical at the Baywalk Mall, Rodney Bay. Telephone 451-2000. The special now on 50% off frame or buy one get one free. Special 25% off for seniors, students, teachers, nurses, police and civil servants. So check us first for the best deal on your glasses.
Your eyesight is precious. Make it last your lifetime.
Your definition of style includes words like rich, luxurious, contemporary. Fall in love with Palace Interiors. Locally made, high quality, durable, elegant European style designs. We specialize in kitchen, bedroom, bathroom and office furniture. Also available a wide selection of solid surface and laminated countertops. We custom make to your specifications and personal style. Palace Interiors, exceeding every expectation every time.
Koji bien ça sorti.
Yes, sir. I'm the early bird. I just come from shopping in Matnik.
You have money for that?
With Wave Riders Early Bird Special, if you book 1 week in advance, you only pay $2.95 EC for shop hop. That includes tax, insurance, everything. But if you wait until the last minute, you pay more.
So what you buy there?
Things for the house, clothes, and I buy enough yogurt there.
Yes, yeah. And you bring all that with you?
On Matnick Shop Hop, once you can carry it on board, you can bring it.
And when that trip going?
The first Saturday of the month and local holidays. But you have to book and pay 1 week in advance to get a good price. Oi! Where you going in such a hurry?
You feel it's you alone that is the early bird? I go and buy my ticket now to get the early bird special.
The next shop hop is April 7th.
At UC, we want to say thank you for supporting us in 2011. So let's start the new year right with a massive 50% sale on everything store-wide. That's right, 50% off our best handbags, tops, skirts, women's polos, shorts, capris, long and short jeans, stretch jeans, dresses, ladies' work clothes. Everything in sight is cut in half. Come, see for yourself the big 50% sale only at UC.
Your weekday mornings are heating up. It's the morning heat with Scatty.P, DJ Play, and Mimi Fox. It's Blazing FM on DBS.
Allegedly. Apparently. Radio not boring again. Allegedly. Apparently. Supposedly, them fellas are back on all the whole island.
Tune into DBS every weekday and be a part of the morning heat. Hot interviews, hot music, and hot surprises.
Mimi Fox on the morning. What do you want the people to do?
Listen to Blazing. And on DBS too.
8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on DBS. Yes.
Good evening, welcome to the DBS Sports. We start off with news of cricket and what a day it was at the Boston cricket ground yesterday. His rear guard action may have failed to clinch a victory for West Indies in the 5th and final Digital One Day International on Sunday, but Darren Sammy won the hearts of scores of cheering fans at the Boston cricket ground. The West Indies captain smashed a breathtaking 84 of just 50 balls to take the side to within 30 runs of victory in an action-packed contest against Australia. Sammy reached 50 from just 20 balls to equal the record he held for the fastest half-century by a West Indian in ODI history. He set the benchmark with an equally brilliant back-to-the-wall knock against South Africa 2 years ago in Antigua. Watched by a full house that included St Lucia Prime Minister Dr. Kenny Anthony, Sammy came to the crease at 118 for 7 and put on a record 8th wicket stand of 101 with Andrew Russell in just 10 overs. Following the match, the crestfallen Sammy was given rousing cheers by the crowd that was packed with dozens of his fellow countrymen, hoping for a West Indies victory that would give them an overdue ODI series victory over the Aussies. The 5-match digital ODI series ended 2 apiece after the Australians won the first match by 64 runs, West Indies won the second match by 5 wickets, and the fourth by 42 runs, either side of a dramatic tie in the third match. The emotional Sammy spoke to the media following the match.
We bring into the history and I've not been in Australia in this one-day series for that long. So it's disappointing, but looking at team, the way the guys showing that signs of maturity, example Pollard, who's back for series, Russell came back strong, Carlton coming in for a run in the last minute, and just the camaraderie in the team, the way we go out and play, I've never seen that attitude. It gives me hope and makes me feel happy for the future.
Meanwhile, Australian captain Shane Watson expressed disappointment at not winning the series.
To the series, especially when we're in a number of those games, we're at a stage where we should really buried the West Indies. It's very disappointing, but it's a big learning curve for us. We have to get better at those stages. That's where we're going to really get to grow as a team. So that's something that we're continuing. After the last game, we sat down and talked about exactly the plans we were going to have. We didn't execute them exactly how we wanted to, but at least we've got some good plans and we're understanding exactly the ways that we're going to go about it.
The West Indies takes on Australia in the first T20 International tomorrow at the Boston Cricket Ground from 2 p.m. In news on basketball, the Roosters Select National Men's Basketball Tournament continued on the weekend with 3 matches. Southern Warriors used home court advantage to their benefit against Miku Hustlers to record their first victory in the tournament and keep their playoff hopes alive. A workmanlike performance by veteran Trevor Harris with 12 points, 3 steals and 3 rebounds helped Southern Warriors cruise past Miku 50-33. The Domino's Pizza player of the game was Trevor Harris with his 12 points, 3 rebounds and 3 steals for Southern Warriors, while Canry's Moon River defeated Moon Gladiators 61-35. The Monster Energy Drink player of the game was Tyson Sensir for his 14 points and 9 rebounds, while VBCC Warlords defeated Courts Jets 66-65. Martian Cauldron from VBCC was named the Monster Energy Drink player of the game. Sunday's games were all postponed due to the inclement weather and are rescheduled. More sports still to come.
Rhythm 95.5 and DBS are giving listeners and viewers a chance to win free lunch for their office. Simply listen to the DBS Lunchtime Report at 12 on Rhythm 95.5 for the riddle of the day. When you think you have the correct answer, call Rhythm FM Studio at 4511-955 to give your answer. That's 4511-955. Your name and office will go into a box, and every Friday a lucky winner will be chosen. Free lunch for you and your office, brought to you by Rhythm 95.5 and DBS.
It's celebration time at Quartz, and for 1 week only. Buy one and get one 50% off everything in the store when you purchase on credit 24 months and over. That's right. Shop now and purchase any item, and you get the second item of equal or lesser cash value at 50% off. But hurry, this offer is for 1 week only. It's the Quartz Customer Celebration, just for you. You don't want to miss it. Quartz, bringing value home.
Stay on top of your social life. Stay on top of your game. Stay on top of your work. Stay connected to everything you love and maximize your BlackBerry experience on the bigger, better network. My life, my digital, my BlackBerry.
All I do is save, save, save when I shop at Hobby. It's a super saver sale happening right now at Hobby, where they got the best in fashion for gentlemen and ladies. For the lowest prices and the best deals, check out the Hobby super saver sale. Everybody save, save, save. It's a super saver sale, sale at Hobby. The Hobby super saver sale now on.
I love my Geely MK.
I love my Geely.
Absolutely love the vehicle. I love this car. $49,900 right now.
It's perfect.
More bang for my buck. Out of this world.
Tune in to Risen 102 for the best in gospel radio.
102.5, 102.9, 99.7 FM.
Hear all your favorite personalities like the Big G, Tatty, Diggles, Bubblicious, Falcon, and Sunshine. Your favorite programs, What's Your Problem? The Bible Speaks, and Island Hop 15. All on Risen 102.
It's all about Christ. Risen to shine.
102.
Access.
It's a new year, but it's back to basics at Access in Castries and the Baywalk Mall. At Ladies Access, we carry leggings, short shorts, vests, polo and t-shirts, gym wear, working clothes, sleepwear, dresses, and all the latest trends for all ladies, including genie pants, boyfriend skirts, tribal prints, and tiger prints. It's back to basics in 2012 for the moments that matter. Access, access, access.
To live in the hearts of the ones we leave behind is not to die. Grieve not, nor speak of me with tears, but laugh and talk of me as if I were beside you there. Televised obituaries on DBS lets you come together to mourn as you say goodbye to those we are sure to meet again. Televised obituaries are aired twice daily on DBS, at peak times after the morning news and the lunchtime news. DBS's televised obituaries offer you closure in your time of sorrow as we help you celebrate the life of your departed loved one. Visit our studios at VG today or call 453-2705 for more information.
Thank you for staying tuned. The 2012 Masters Builders Company Limited and Hero Air Cargo Services knockout football competition in collaboration with Guinness kicked off Saturday afternoon at the Philip Master Grounds in VA4. After the opening ceremony, defending inter-district champions VA4 South hammered Labrie 11-0. The competition continues Wednesday afternoon from 4:30 with defending champions Miku coming up against Soufriere. And finally tonight, following the culmination of the preliminary round of matches in the Division 1 St Lucia National Netball Association's Independence Classic, the points standing are as follows. Elite Strikers in top position with 35 points, Avengers 31 points, Soufriere 27 points, Shamrock 21 points, Yolo Heat 17 points, St Lucian Eagles 15 points, and Ball Blazers with 13 points. Now to our thought to take you through the night. When you awake alive in the morning, thank God for it. The DBS News continues. Please stay tuned.
There's fast. And there's Lime Fast. Lime Internet. Super fast internet. Better quality for much less. Get the Mega Plus package for $85, Mega Max for $155, or Mega Extreme for $255.